Hello, my name is Mayan Shah with RVMax.us, and today I have this 2006 Winnebago Aspect Model 29H. It's only got about 32,000 miles, and it was a trade-in on another one of our coaches, so I'm excited to get to show you it today. Let's get started with the front of it. You've got some decals on the front hood, and it says Winnebago up there. Now it's got a one-piece fiberglass roof, and you've actually got a wind guard. It looks like a in-motion satellite dish up there, which is pretty nice. It's a road trip wind guard. Now it's actually pretty free of any rock chips, which is surprising. Most coaches have rock chips, but again, this is kind of a low miles coach. Let's come around the side. Now it's got hand-cooked tires that have the date code of, I believe, 0814, but the gentleman said he put them on about 3 years ago. Generally the date codes are a little older than when they were actually installed because the tire is produced. And then it's shipped out, and it goes to whatever distribution warehouse, and then it goes to a place where they install the tires. So they're in good shape. The tread is excellent. No dry rot cracks. Now, obviously, being we could call this a B+ or a C type, Class C coach. You've got doors on the front, so you kind of have like this cab up in the front, so you can quickly get in and out to fuel it up. And things like that. Dash air blows cold. Decals are in pretty good shape for the most part. There are some little dry rot cracks here and there in the decals. That's pretty normal this is a 13-year-old coach. But Winnebago is an excellent brand. They're known for building high quality coaches and not cutting corners, even on sort of a lower end type coach. I mean, this is not like a big, massive, tour bus, but the quality is high, and you'll see more of that inside. Now, back behind there, I believe that's where your propane tank is. Actually, no, your propane tank's right there. So those two up front, it's got two little storage compartments, and your propane tank's right here. Now, you've got a little bit of scraping here. Lower compartment area, that's generally where, if you see damage on the coach, it's on the lower compartments. Obviously, that's where you're going to hit little things that are hard to see. Now back here you have your rear dually. Now, this is on a Ford chassis with the 6.8 liter Ford Triton V10. It's an excellent motor, and it's actually got an aftermarket Banks header, which ups the power a little bit. I'm not so sure about efficiency. So let's see the walls. The walls are straight, no delamination whatsoever. Excellent condition. That's exactly what you want to see if you're looking, you're looking at a coach, a used RV. You want to look down the side, make sure there's no ripples or anything like that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can indicate bad things. Now, right here is your wet bay area, and it does have an outside shower, as you can see right here. You have a water pump button as well, so you can toggle that on and off when you connect to city pressure. Come around the back. You have a ladder to get up on the roof, spare tire compartment right here, and of course your hitch along with electric connections, so for your brake lights, if you have a towable or even a trailer, you're going to need those brake lights. Some scrapes here and there, not too bad. The worst thing I think was on that propane tank compartment. We already showed that. I have this big, massive awning here on the coach. It's in excellent condition. This is a very nice setup. It's a one-step manual awning. It's not the two-step or whatever you want to call it, where you have to extend the arms, tighten them, and then pull it up. This one, you just undo the travel locks, undo the spring lock, and pull it out, and that's it. Right here, we have our generator. I believe it's a 4,000. Yep, it's a 4,000 watt Onan microquiet generator. I believe it's got about 430 hours on it. Under here, we have some more storage. Looks like that's your 30 amp power cord, along with some extra oil. Always good to keep spare parts and fluids when you're on the road traveling. Again, notice that there is no delamination whatsoever. The walls are straight. The gentleman really took care of this coach, and he's an ex-military guy. Him and his family used it. They loved it, and they just wanted some more space. So that's why they traded up. You have an outside entertainment center here with connections. So if you want to plug in a TV, you've got your cable and some power outlets there, as well as a 12-volt like car outlet. Let's see, not sure which key this is. It's the thing with RVs. There are so many different keys. It's a learning curve on each one, trying to figure out which key goes where. I think we're just going to glaze over this. You can look at our pictures, and our pictures will be online soon, so you can check those out. We get more in depth as far as compartment goes with our pictures. You have a large storage compartment right here with an extension for your ladder, and you also have some other tools here. So if you need to change a tire or something, you got a few extra things. Actually, you got a good bit of space under here. This is actually under the couch in the coach. Go. Step around the passenger side front. Note the little porch light it's got. Again, quick and easy access, jump in and out of the coach. The upholstery is in excellent condition throughout the motorhome. The interior looks immaculate. So that's actually a good looking little RV and very easy to maneuver, about 29 feet long. And the double slides are very deep. So I'm going to get up on the roof and show you that, and then we're going to continue on the interior of it, and then get it on the highway and the road, and I'm going to give you my feedback on how the RV drives. So let's keep going. All right, up on the roof now, and the seals are in great shape. Still squishy. I always do that little squish test to check, how old they are. You see the condition of your awning, your main patio awning is excellent. You've got your Coleman air conditioner shroud here. Looks good, no cracks. A lot of times you'll see people who have hit trees, then they'll be cracked. You've actually got a nice little solar panel up here and a solar charge system down below with a USB outlet. So if you want to charge your phone going down the road, you don't have to fire your generator up. You just use the solar power. It's really nice. There's a massive plane above me right now. All right, I cut just for the little bit of noise I had from the airplane. So again, front slide out topper looks great. Front seal looks good. I like the fact it doesn't have that big thing in the front. It still has the sleeping capacity, but it doesn't have the overhead bed, which significantly reduces the likelihood of getting a leak. A lot of Class C's and B's with that overhead thing are known for getting leaks up there. I guess the Type C's are mostly what have those. All right, roof is excellent. Again, Winnebago puts only fiberglass roofs on their coaches. They don't skimp at all. A lot of other manufacturers use rubber, which is okay, but fiberglass is definitely the higher up step you want for your roof. All right, now we're inside this coach, and as you can see, it's got a very spacious interior. You've got a pretty decent sized slide right there, and then you've got a very large bedroom slide in the back right there. Now right here, you've got a nice lengthy couch that is a jackknife and is equipped with seat belts. You've got plenty of storage up above. All the woodwork is maple colored. Now right here is your central command for your solar power up top that I was talking about. You have a dinette to your right, which is on the driver's side of the coach. This also turns into a bed, and both sides are equipped with seat belts. You got little cup holders there so you can place your drink while you're going down the road. Sit there, work, or do whatever you'd like. Now let's step into the kitchen area. We're going to come back to the TV that it's got in the front. You've got your little refrigerator right here. It's a Norcold that runs off of gas or electric, and it has an automatic mode where it'll decide whether or not to use AC power or propane gas, preferring AC power, of course. Now in your kitchen area, you've actually got a good bit of countertop space relative to most other Class C's and B's. So you've got your sink right here, 3-burner gas stove, good bit of counter space over there, and a good bit of counter space right here. And there's drawers everywhere. So there's a lot of space in this coach, which is very nice. See, there's drawers everywhere. A microwave up above. We've got a little exhaust fan here. Now right here, you have your level test center, your generator start stop. The generator has 473 hours on it, water pump, water heater. Beautiful little window here that has a vent. You can open that up, so it's just a little vent that pops out. Now right here is your main master bed in the back. It looks to be about a queen or a full-size bed. Pretty good size. You've got outlets on both sides of it. Windows on the slide out, so in the morning, you can open these up and get a nice view outside. These may need new springs. Sometimes that happens. The other side looks pretty good. The springs are good. Yeah. So you can see what I'm talking about. That's a quick $20 fix. You've got individual reading lights. Right here, we've got a nice little storage compartment, or wardrobe, or whatever you'd like to call it. It's got a little extra handle to keep it. It's got an automatic light too that comes on when you open it up. Good bit of space in here. With mirrors on it. Sometimes these things don't hold the best. There's a little bit of resistance, but if you're going down the road and going around a corner, these help them from not swinging out. Now, in the very back, we have the bathroom area. So you've got your toilet here on the right. Lots of space up above. All this cabinet work is great. Real wood, not pressed wood or fake wood or laminated wood, which I really don't like. We've got a sink right here, nice little vanity, and your shower right over here. And this bar you can take out. This is so you can hang towels or whatever. If you come back from the beach or the pool, you can hang your swimsuits here. We've got a light specifically for the shower, which is pretty nice. Nice little sunlight here as well. Vent with a fan. You have an exhaust fan. And the button for that fan is down here. All right. You can see when you're back there how much space there is in this coach. And it's still a small, little, easy to get around RV, but you've got a good bit of space in here, which is very nice. Now up front, we have an aftermarket Samsung Smart TV that is mounted on a swivel, so you can lift it out of its little cradle. It'll drop down. You can swing it over here. If you're sitting on the couch, you can swing it over this way if you'd like, if you're sitting over there. And it's got all kinds of good controls back here, so you can lock it into a specific spot. There you go. This folds around that way. And you lift it up, set it back into its cradle, and it's good to go. So I think that'll conclude most everything. Let me walk you through and show you some things about the cockpit. So up front, the coach is running. You can't even hear it right now. We've got the generator running, air conditioner on. Air conditioning works great. Winnebago is known for making very well insulated coaches. Look up their procedures for the roofs and walls. Very impressive when you compare it to other manufacturers. Now, steering right here, I've got engine. You can switch your radio power to run off of either engine power or house. So if you want to have your engine off, you can run your radio off your house batteries. You also have a battery auxiliary start, like a boost, to boost your engine battery to fire it up if that ever happens where the batteries are dead. You've got your backup camera right here, which is in a very nice position. Some RVs have the ones that are drop down from your little sunshade or sun visor thing, and I prefer that one. It's set, it's not in your way. Very nice location for it. So anyways, let's get on the road with it. I'm going to show you how this thing drives. It's got some storage right here too. Lots of cup holders, plenty of space. Got some of our keys and stuff in here. Looks like, yeah, there's a little remote control for the radio. That's pretty nice. All right, let's go get on the road with this thing. All right, we're getting on the highway now with this little Winnebago Aspect. And like I mentioned earlier, it has Banks headers installed aftermarket on the 6.8 liter Triton V10. And it actually makes it quieter than a standard V10, which obviously is really nice, especially on a coach. You want it to be quiet. Now, it drives really well. Some Class C's and B's, they'll kind of ride a little like this. especially the Class Cs. But this one seems to be, it feels like it's a little lower. I don't know if it actually is, but it rides very nicely. We're cruising at 65 miles an hour. This coach has plenty of power. Plenty of power. We're up at 70. It feels like it has a lot more power and torque than a standard V10. We're at 75 now. Switch lanes. Switch lanes again. I just want to get up to 80 just for fun. 80. We're not actually going 80. I'm one-handing this too, which is great. This thing drives really, really well. We're going up a hill. Oh yeah. This thing feels great. It drives very well. There's not much coming through the steering wheel, which I like. Some, they'll be constantly, feeding this way, feeding that way. Very susceptible to the surface you're on. And obviously you want a little bit of feel, but being that this is an RV, you want a comfortable, easy to drive thing, and that's exactly what this thing is. Very easy to drive, very easy to keep in the lanes. I'm driving it like a car the way I'm going in and out of traffic here. But yeah, around town it feels excellent. And on the highway, excellent as well. Road noise is low. And you don't hear me saying this often on a coach like this where the engine's in the front. The biggest noise is the engine. Most of the time the wind noise is really loud. I hear very little wind noise. But yeah, that Banks header system is nice. I know it probably ups the power just a little bit and maybe the torque just a little bit. I'm not sure by how much exactly. But the biggest benefit I find is it's so much quieter than a regular V10. It's very nice. All right, here's the brakes. Good brake test. Oh yeah. Brakes feel great. Excellent. Well, I think that'll conclude the test drive video here. This thing drives very well. There's nothing else for me to mention. Yeah, you've got cruise control on the steering wheel. And here we are, I'm just making this turn. The steering feels so good. It's like it's just butter, but it's not too easy, but it's so smooth. I love driving this thing. So yeah, I'll keep rambling on about how well it drives because I like cars and vehicles. So you'll never get me to shut up about how something drives, especially if I kind of like how it drives, like this one. And a V10 sounds good. It's got a very specific sound. Most things have big V8s. Most V8s sound the same, unless you're buying a BMW or a Ferrari, obviously. Most American V8s sound about the same. There's slight variances with the Coyote 5.0, things like that, but the V10s sound totally different from everything else you hear. And this one is awesome. Anyways, if you have any more questions or would like to schedule an appointment to come take a look at this coach, please call or text 864-404-0054. And if you don't want to listen to me, I have to write the number down, check out our description of the video. We'll have a link up to our ad. We'll also have all of our pictures. And obviously, we have toll-free numbers, and our numbers will be posted there as well. So feel free to check that out. The pictures won't be online for another few days. Hopefully, I'll try to get them on tomorrow. I'm trying to balance studying for exams and doing these videos and, having fun with RVs. So I'll try to get them on tomorrow. So anyways, call or text my dad at that number. So thank you so much for watching, and keep watching our videos.